Hey guys, Pablo here, and welcome to another project review video in which we're going to take a look at a new project that is called Jade Protocol. Now, if you have been watching my previous videos, you may be able to understand this project much better because there are a few concepts that I explained in the previous videos, but I'm going to explain them again in a brief form so that even if you haven't watched the previous videos, you will be able to catch up on what this whole concept is going to be about. Now, the project name is called Jade Protocol, but Jade Protocol is not the only thing that we're going to discuss in this. Of course, it's going to be the main thing, but to kind of have the backstory, to understand much better about this project, we need to know where this project is actually coming from, where it is released, what's going to happen next, how we can make a profit and all that. So there's going to be a lot of things in this video, so I would just say that you try your best to catch up with me. You can make really good profits in this. I can say this evidently for sure because I have seen people making profit kind of like in front of me. I've talked to different people who have made a really good profit in this, not in matter of months or days, in matter of hours actually. So I know the project is working really fine, and we are actually going to take a look at the chart too, which is another proof in which we can see how it is actually performing. So there will be a lot of things in this project. So without wasting any time, we're going to get straight into it. Just know that anything I say in this video about this project is not going to be an investment or a financial advice. It will be entirely up to you if you want to invest in this project or not. Just a casual disclaimer that I have to put out in every single video. Now, without wasting any time, I'm going to jump right into the website because there's a lot of information that we have to cover. There's a lot of pages and links. So let's just go there. Now, here I am at the jadeprotocol.io. It says an ohm fork that's just better. Now, again, this is a concept that I introduced in my previous videos, I think 5 days ago. Basically, it's a concept from the Olympus project that when we're going to read about it, I'm going to explain to you guys. I introduced a project before that was another ohm fork. In this one, they're saying it's an ohm fork that's just better. So the mechanism is going to be the same in this. The mechanism that they apply in stabilizing the token value, the token that they actually have called the Jade. As you can see, the price is $423.52. There's a lot of promising statistics that we have right here that we're going to get to at some point here. But first, we need to some kind of introduction of this project. What actually is Jade Protocol? And for that, we have to catch up with some other things too. For example, what is Fair Launch Foundation, which is where this is actually the first project released on this Fair Launch Foundation. So this basically is a foundation which is like determined to have project releases that are fair launched. If there's like a main sentence that's right here that basically summarizes this whole thing, it says we take away financial services that typically grant early access or special treatment to venture capitalists, insiders, and paid investors, and redistribute those protocols to the general public. So this will be for the project who are fair launched, which Jade Protocol actually is, which is why it's going to be it will be the first release under the Fair Launch Foundation, and it is going to be the second project from the SmartCoin team. And this is the reason why we need to know what exactly is SmartCoin. This project, Jade Protocol, is on the Binance Smart Chain, whereas the SmartCoin, it is on the Avalanche Avalanche network. It's a multi-phase yield farming protocol with an innovative self-feeding tokenomics system and a 100% fair launch. Their primary goal is to provide a safe, stable, and profitable experience for those who enjoy the thrill of hunting for high APRs and correctly play by the rules of our game. This is a brief introduction or goal of the SmartCoin. There's of course a lot of information which I actually have right now, like what is SmartCoin and all that information, what protocol or mechanism are they applying, which is where this whole concept of the Olympus project comes in, Olympus DAO comes in, which I have introduced before and I have explained before, but I'm going to do that again. I'm not going to get like way too into the SmartCoin because this is not the project that we're going to discuss today, but just so we can have an idea of what kind of projects SmartCoin actually is, how good of a success it has been so that we can understand much better about how the Jade protocol is going to turn out. So far, it's turning out really good, just like SmartCoin, because people have made a lot of good profits in this. So we can have an idea, and we can have we can make a prediction that if there's one team that introduced this project and it was a huge success, then of course their second project will be also another huge success, because they will be probably using or not using the exact same tactics, but we know they have a potential on bringing a project to huge points. So this is basically the SmartCoin and Jade Protocol are two different networks. So of course there will be some difference in the mechanisms too, which there actually are. Now, if you want to learn about the SmartCoin, there will be a lot of videos that are already created on this. They have been doing amazing marketing, and they've been going viral on Twitter and Telegram. So there will be abundant of information for you guys about this project. Now, the concept that I explained before was about the Olympus project. What they actually do, which is the same thing that is actually applied on the SmartCoin, is that just like we have banks that uses reserves that can be, let's say, gold, to stabilize their currency. It's the same mechanism that this project is going to apply, which was brought by the Olympus project. What they do is basically they use stable coins to stabilize. They use stable coins as a reserve to stabilize the currency. Now, this stablecoin itself are basically coins that are pegged to a fiat currency. For example, we have DAI, DAI, and USDC that are directly pegged to the US dollar. So their value remains the same as the US dollar. And since we're using that as a reserve, or to back the Jade token, or in this case a SmartCoin token, the value will remain the same. In case of Jade protocol, the same mechanism is actually applied here. They're keeping, actually, if we go there and read about it, it'll be much better. So basically they have one Jade token that is backed by one BUSD token, and since the one BUSD token has the same value as the US dollar, the value of the coin will remain there. Value of the Jade token will remain there. If it goes below that point, they will use the buyback mechanism to bring it back up. So there's a minimum limit that the value cannot drop below, but there is no upper limit, which is exactly why the token has actually reached the price of 423. And if we take a look at the chart, which I have right here, currently if you can see, it's about like 423. This is the point where it's currently at, 420 actually. This was reached before. It was somewhere about 175 on 26th of November. So in just 3 days, almost like 3 days, the value has become more than just double. So you can have an idea of how strong of a project this actually is and how much profit people are actually making. And I've seen a lot of people making huge profits in matter of hours and days. Now that we already have discussed about the we have gotten brief introduction. There's so much more into it that if I start getting all the information about this project, I think it's gonna take hours of video to finally be able to cover all the project. So this will be a brief introduction about it. Of course, later on, if you want any specific details on any particular information, then probably we'll be making another video on this project. So we already know how does this whole mechanism work, how they stabilize the value of the currency, and how are they pushing it. The reason how they're pushing it, which they actually have explained in their SmartCoin, like how does it actually work, how are they reaching such high APRs, is basically their mechanism, which they actually have explained right here, that SmartCoin is underpinned by a fundamental hook that has captured DeFi's attention. When total value locked doubles, APR doubles, which we know for sure. In theory, this creates a feeding loop. The higher the APR percent, the more interest yield farmers will receive to stake their liquidity. If enough farmers stake liquidity, the total value locked eventually is doubled. which leads to a second doubling of the APR and so on. And this becomes a loop. So that's how they are actually, they have actually doubled, and more than actually doubled. They have multiplied the APR to many folds, which this is basically the trick behind this whole thing actually. So now that we know how huge of a success Smart Coin project actually is, and we also know about the Fair Launch Foundation, that it will be only releasing Fair Launch project that are completely safe. Now we can have a better idea about the Jade Protocol and how big of a success this project is going to be. So it's always better if you get into a project at an early stage. And this, I would still say that it is still an early stage for this project. Another project has been performing really good because it has a really solid team behind this. Their team includes, developers from Google, Harvard professor, viral marketing experts, same as in the SmartCoin project, which included probably, I think, developer of an Apple too. So you can see they have really good and a competent team behind this project, which is probably one of the biggest reasons why it has been performing really, really good. Now, apart from the SmartCoin, which is on the Avalanche, Jade Protocol is on the Binance Smart Chain. So the people who are in the Binance Smart Chain can have a benefit of this too, so that it's not just confined for the people of another network. Of course, everyone understands the potential of the Binance Smart Chain, which is widely used in the crypto. So this one is on the Binance Smart Chain, and you can buy the token. You can buy the J token on the Pancake Swap. Now that we have other information covered almost in a brief form, there's so much more into it. I think I'm probably covering like 1% of the entire information, trying my best to be as brief as possible. So you can buy this in the from the Pancake Swap. And then we're also going to learn how you can, bond, how you can buy their bond. So I also have that page open. But first, to buy the token on the PancakeSwap, first you're going to click on the buy button, which will take you to the PancakeSwap. You will get the prompt to import the token, the J token. So click on I understand and import. Now you have the J token right here. Now you're going to connect your wallet, whether it is MetaMask, Trust Wallet, any wallet that has a Binance Smart Chain network connected to it, and you have BNB in it, because you're going to use BNB to swap to get Jade token. So first, you're going to connect a wallet which has BNB in it. You're going to swap to get Jade token. So it depends on how much you want to basically buy, put in the value, and then that will be probably an easy way. And then you can swap it to get the Jade token. Now that's the simple part, of course. And the other parts are also simple, don't worry. When you have bought the J token, basically you can come down toward either you can come down to the liquidity, but we need to know how we can bond, which I think is going to be a better way for you to, make a profit, because you can get, tokens at a discounted price in this, although there is a vesting period. But since they are giving an option that you can claim your rewards within those vesting periods, I think that it's pretty good. I don't think I have explained the concept of bonding, which I think I should probably do at this point since we're discussing it. So when we talk about bonding, there actually is a video on how you can bond, and they also have a video on how you can buy the token, which is like a 5-minute video. So it's not really long, and the guy has actually explained really good in it. So if you're getting any trouble in buying it, you can probably come over here and take a look at this video, which will explain basically everything. Now, it says bonding enables Jade to acquire its own liquidity and other reserves assets such as BUSD by selling Jade to investors at a discount in exchange for their assets. The protocol quotes the bonder with terms such as the bond price, the amount of Jade tokens entitled to the bonder, and the vesting term. The bonder can claim some of the rewards, Jade tokens, as they vest, and at the end of the vesting term, the full amount will be claimable. So before, when I was introducing the bonding concept, there was no concept of, claiming the rewards before the vesting period. But as the time is passing, you get more and more tokens that are claimable, which is, I think, is a really good option that you have here. So what you're going to do here, now that you have bought the token using the same mechanism that we use in every other project, every other Binance Smart Chain project, you're going to whether click on the bond here or the bond here, and it will take you to the page right here. In this, you can choose different asset, whether you want to choose BUSD, Rep BNB, or Jade BUSD LP. And since you can see the lowest is for the the Jade BUSD LP, then you probably want to choose this one. But first, you need the LP token. So you're going to click on Add LP. When you click on it, it'll again take you to the PancakeSwap, but this time it will bring you to the Add Liquidity portion right here. Now you're going to again connect your wallet here, whether MetaMask, Trust Wallet, but in this case, connect the wallet in which you have the BUSD and the Jade token. So you're going to put in the amount of the Jade token, and it'll automatically put the equivalent of the BUSD, which will be somewhere about like here. It may take some time, probably some few seconds for you to load, but then you'll get the option to buy it from here. And when you click on it, it'll ask for the confirmation from your MetaMask if you have like the complete funds over there, and you're going to simply confirm it. If you get any kind of error, you can change the slippage from here. Like it's currently is at 0.5%, you can change it to 1.0 something, and then you can try it again. Don't worry, you won't lose any of your money in this process. It will be confirmed. If it's not, you're not going to lose it. And then when you have bought it, you're going to come over here and then click on the bond. And now when you click on the bond, you'll probably get the bar here. I haven't connected the wallet here, that's why it's not showing it, probably not showing it for me, but it will give you this bar, and you can click on the max button right here, so it can put the maximum of the tokens into it, and then you can simply click on the, probably it will say bond or something like this, and when you click on it again, it'll ask for confirmation from your MetaMask, and when you confirm it, this will be done. I'm not doing it myself right here. I'm going to give it some time and do it at a proper time when I feel like it's the right time to do it. So if you're getting any trouble, simply come over here in this section. All the links will be in the description. So you can click on this video right here, which basically explains the entire process, and the person's actually buying the token in front of you guys. So you will have a better idea from here. So make sure that you do this from here. So again, the video is already really long, so I'm going to put it to an end right here. It was just a brief introduction of this whole concept about the Jade Protocol, about the smart coin, about the Fork Foundation, about this, basically this whole working of this project and the background. I've seen people making really good profit in it. I've talked to different team members, a lot of different community members, who basically told me how much profit they have made in such a short period of time. So it all comes down to your basically will to make a profit, basically on your strategies. Of course, you can't make a profit unless you come up with a strategy, no matter how safe a project it is. Even if you come and take a look at the chart right here, there are points when it goes down, and there's points that you come up. So you need to know where's the where the open end is and where the close end is, where you want to enter and when you want to leave and all that. Although in this project, it's much better if you're like a diamond hand person, because they're the one who gets like rewarded the most here. So this is basically the entire information that I have for you guys in this video. You can of course ask me anything in the comments if you're confused about something, and if there's something that I think should be covered more in detail, then I'm probably going to do that in another video. But for this one, it's the entire information that I have for you guys. Disclaimer: trading digital assets involves significant risk and can result in the loss of your invested capital. You should ensure that you fully understand the risk involved and take into consideration your level of experience, investment objectives, and seek independent financial advice if necessary. It is up to you whether to invest or not. If there's something you don't know, please don't hesitate to ask me. So guys, I'm really happy to introduce you guys to this wonderful project. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next video shortly. So stay tuned.